and I'm here to talk to you guys today about the Italian Renaissance, the past, present, and future, how it affects us now, how it affected back then, how it started, and how it will affect our future. To start off with, we'll go to the past, how it started, everything. The Italian Renaissance began as a feudalism. Well, it was a feudalism beforehand. Feudalism is how kings would give their land to nobles that would protect them. The kings would exchange their land for protection. The nobles who protected the king would then give their land off to people to work for. Anyway, I guess it's ready for me to continue going. Famous people from the Renaissance era: Leonardo da Vinci, Donatello, Di Beato Bardi, and Michelangelo. Most of these guys were famous artists, architects, and intelligent minds. Birth of theology, Socrates, the creation of ideas given forth by the printing press. The books that were printed were then spread throughout the lands. It's going way too fast. Okay. Sculpture, art, invention, literature. The Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo, William Shakespeare wrote many of his books and other items based on the Italian Renaissance, based on the Renaissance in particular, actually. Some of the most famous things from the Renaissance: Black Death. Most people recognize the art and everything like that. They don't recognize the death of the Middle Ages, feudalism, and of course multiple thousands of people. Millions. Well, that's true. Thank you. All right, the present, how it affects now. We have all the items we have because of the printing press being invented, because of the art. We have appreciation for music and all of the such because of the Renaissance era. Architectural influences: they were building magnificent structures back in the day. As I recall, the arcs that were created in the Renaissance era actually brought forth the ideal for windows that we use today. Most of them had bars, but designs and technology: the flying machine is the reason why we have the helicopter today. Though never actually created by Leonardo da Vinci, it gave the idea for the creation. The astrolabe, what we refer to nowadays as the compass. Of course, other navigations like maps and shipbuilding, the creation of ships that were massive. Before that, we only had medial means of transportation via the waterways. And thanks to the Renaissance era and the increase of production of ships and such, we were able to create our modern designs. Gutenberg invented the first printing press in 1445. This allowed books to be created and mass transition. God damn it. Okay, the future. We already know that people are building higher and higher. Because of the population, we have to build up instead of aside. The reason that we have all the architectural structures that we have today is because of the magnificent structures that they created. Emergence of new vehicles. The hybrids that we drive today to give us such easy gas mileage, all due to the innovations of the old ages. The structure of ships, the helms that they created back then give us the ideal for the steering wheel that you guys use in your cars today. Planes, helicopters, in the next 100 years will have evolved into something that we couldn't even imagine today. All because Leonardo da Vinci decided to tinker on his little contraption, this idea that he had back in the days whenever philosophy was brand new. Computers nowadays have replaced the old printing press, have replaced everything that we know about books. You guys read Nooks nowadays. Well, it's something that's spreading fast, and you can send emails nowadays instead of having to deliver your mail to 1,000 miles off to somebody, your distant relative, you know. Navigation, as far as that is concerned, as the exhibits, hold on, let me go back there. It wasn't on navigation. It was based on the architecture. Architecture back then was built from a mathematical scale. Astrologists, or what we would now refer to as astrologists, were nothing more back in the day than navigators and mathematicians. The exhibits collection explained it as explained the proportionary theory for building architecture. A ratio is nothing more than a relationship between two quantities, which was taken from the quote given by one of the famous minds from the Renaissance era. I believe it was it may have been Aristotle. Not quite sure about that, but I know where I got my sources from, at least. Which means it's basically just proportionary. And in order to build a sound structure, you just have to know what the ratio is. Fractions. This is a version of fractions right there. But anyway. You guys probably use a smartphone at some point. If the printing press had never been invented, we would never have had books, and we would never have that today, which is something I found, just something that I toiled over in my mind. I have a small PowerPoint presentation, and I apologize that this has taken so long. All right. Where is the auto?
You just tap the screen around it to advance.
This one?
Usually.
Oh, wow. Okay, I wasn't thinking about that. Cool, thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm sorry. Okay. This is the structures like this were very common. People wanted ways to build up. As they were running out of room, the reason why they were building ships and transferring, you know. You might think this is crude, some of these pictures, but they were considered beautiful. Leonardo da Vinci, his creation of the Vitruvian Man, set a standard for perspective, for ratios, for the way anatomy goes. Anybody that studies as a doctor knows that the Vitruvian Man was a basis for all our doctoral studies. And this concludes my presentation. I appreciate you guys for your time. Thank you.